question is from Elizabeth Dodge, and it is, what are your thoughts about retiring grazing leases at Point Reyes for leaseholders who with their immediate families do not wish to renew it, like iRanch, not shop it around to others?
Okay. Yeah, thank you for that question. And look, I know there's a lot of folks in here who care about different things, some about Point Reyes National Seashore and about elk and about the ranching issue. So I thank you because you've been well behaved and we're glad to have you here with your passion and your signs. It's all good. It's a conversation we can have and we'll continue to have. So I will just answer the specific question, which is about the retirement of some ranches. It's about retiring some ranches. There's a policy in place that the Park Service has about how that works. I didn't write the policy. I'm not going to determine how it's implemented, but I believe the way it goes is there's a succession plan that gives first priority to members of these multi-generational historic ranching families. If no one within that family wants to take over a ranch, it's then opened up to other families in the surrounding ranches. If nobody wants it there, there is a pathway that could eventually lead to a ranch being retired and taken out of ranching. So there has been, there's precedent for some ranches no longer being in ranching. We have fewer ranches today than we did 20 years, 30 years ago. We'll see how it goes with respect to the specific ranch that you mentioned.
Okay, this is a follow-up related to the same topic. Jack Kenny wants to know why you are promoting elk shooting against constituents' wishes.
All right, so first, look, with all due respect to that question, I'm not promoting elk shooting, but here's the reality. The general management plan that some of you don't like, that the Park Service has moved forward, doesn't do as much for elk as you would like. Others think it does too much for elk. So what it does is it calls for a third elk herd to be managed at a certain population level. And some believe that that's controversial. The reason that that is necessary is that if it's going to coexist with ranchers, there is a carrying capacity of that particular part of the park. So you can't allow the herd to get that big. We don't have predators in the Point Reyes National Seashore for elk. We don't have elk predators. So unlike sort of free-range native elk in other parts of the state where populations are held in check with hunting, which we also don't have at Point Reyes, and they're held in check with predation, we have to manage. And it's a rough world out there, but if you want to actually coexist, if you want to have elk and ranches and people and all these other things in that particular setting, management is going to be necessary. I'll try to support relocating elk when they exceed that carrying capacity. And I think there are some opportunities to relocate and to use non-lethal management, but it may be necessary to use lethal in some circumstances.